Praises to the Most High. One moment, one moment. Shalom, everybody out there. Everybody in Christ's glorious body. All right. All right. How y'all doing? All right. Off top, let's go into it. Job 9:24, right? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So this world is in the wicked's hands, family, right? This is not our world, right? And we got to understand that and as we're trying to live out here, right? And that's what it means to be set apart, you know. It means you're not like the rest of the world, you know, and they're going to lead it. It's more of them. They are the ones in power, right? So we got to share this world with them, right? Bringing the precept to mind. Let me line that up. Line that up. We got to share this world with them. And to be set apart, we got to be part of them. We got to be separate from them. And they know this, right? And they know that we would have that desire to do that, right? To be separate. So what are they going to do? They're going to lie, right? They got to masquerade. You know, they got to put a mask on and hide themselves, you know? So they try to look as much like us as they can. They're liars. And this is going on everywhere, right? It's going on everywhere. They false. It's their world, though. Then we go into that precept. They have the world, but they still have to lie. We went into that precept, you know, of the things that the Most High hates. A rich man who is a liar. You remember that? We got it back. Connection was freezing up. Yeah, but they masquerading though, so you know, they know what we want to hear. So they're gonna act like they're putting that forth, right? They fronting though. They know what we like, they know what things should be. And they want to make it appear, you know, to our liking, but it's not really like that. And when they get you where they want you, then they're gonna show you, right? They're gonna show you how fake they are. Right? 6 Shalom. Stephanie Hodge, Shalom. Talia Hines, Adam, Shalom. Pretty Wings, Shalom. Right? Tahina Love Prayers, Shalom. My brother Masha, Shalom. Michael Corbett, Shalom. Right? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. What would he do? He would cover the faces of the judges thereof. Cover the faces. Whose faces? Anybody who will make a decision. That's what a judgment is, ain't it? A decision. So they would have more power than the people with common sense, right? Hit that like button if you're here in love, right? But those who would make a decision, they would cover their faces up. Those with common sense, right? Those who are thinking, right? It's not going to be a common thing to think. You just follow suit in what you already see going on, right? Now, those who would ask questions, they would also look to the Most High. That's why they're not going with the flow, because the Most High got his hand on them to begin with, you know, or else they would be going with the flow. They would be following the law of the land. That different thing about you is the Most High, right? That's his spirit tucked down in you. You're going to look at this world, you're going to be like, nah, it's something beyond this world, right? It's a reason why this world is the way it is. And you're going to find that reason. Most of these people don't care. They was born, they saw the world, and they dived into it, right? No worries, right? Hakuna Matata, right? Give me this, give me that, right? This world that they never even think about no creator. They think about nothing but themselves, right? He who loves his life shall lose it, right? I'm gonna go into that too. That's another one we gonna do. That's how to spot a wizard, y'all. That's a good one. I would be doing it today, but I don't got enough time. I gotta get out of here. It was either get this little piece in this morning or wait till tomorrow. So I chose to just jump in here, freestyle, with the Rawak Wadash, you know what I'm saying? Chop it up with y'all for a minute, but we them judges is getting our faces covered, those who would think, right? They covering our faces. That means, the things that we would come up with and understand and try to tell the rest of the world, uh, the wicked rulers of this world gonna cover our faces, right? They're gonna override our judges. They're gonna override our judgment. And if it's not him, then who is it? If not, who is he? Right? Who else wants this like this? Right? The world that you're looking at right now is somebody's reality. They envisioned it like this, and they wanted to see it like this, right? Yeah. Right. Matthew 13, wait a minute. Matthew 13 and 30. Let both grow together until the harvest. Right? So the true and the liars, we got to grow together. We got to share the earth. Let us grow together into the harvest. What is the harvest? That's when it's time to come about the field, right? Both the truth and the liars, the good and the evil, the wheat and the tares, right? Let them grow together until the harvest, right? Uh, Wheat, how you tell the difference is the wheat bow over like that. They grow up and they bow over. The tares, they stiff, they won't bend. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they brittle, right? They lost the life in them. The life stopped growing in them. So they dried out and got brittle, and you could just crush them and just, you know what I mean? And they say bind them in bundles to burn them because they're very burnable. They don't got no juice in them, right? So once you put a little bit of fire on them, they just catch, right? Let's just read to it, right? Let both grow together until the harvest. And in the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, gather ye together first the tares and bind them together to burn them. So they're going to be easier to gather to, they won't bend. Leave them hanging over, right? Go through, snatch up all them tares that died and they dry and brittle, snatch them up, bind them together in bundles to burn them, right? And they set them on fire, right? That's the liars going to hell, y'all. right? How does it end? But gather my wheat into my barn. Right? So then he just gonna go back through for all the wheat, get all the wheat, bind them up, and keep them, right? And use them. So we gotta tolerate these folks, right? And they treacherous, y'all. And they're gonna lie on you, they're gonna lie about you, they're gonna lie to you, they're gonna trap you, they're gonna tell you organic and it's not, right? We find out they're doing funny stuff with the regular food, right? I grew up in a time where it wasn't no organic section. You could just walk in the store and trust the food that was in there, right? And I don't remember getting no memo that, hey, half of this food is going to, or shoot, 90% of this food is going to be bad. And then we're going to have a little organic section in the corner from the, and if you want to eat the food that's untampered with, it's going to be called organic. It's going to be in this little bitty section in the corner, right? I don't remember that memo going out. They just started doing this, right? They just started doing it, y'all. And we was eating it. We ate this stuff for years, thinking we was eating the same stuff we grew up on. And they was poisoning us and giving us cancers, y'all, right? And I told us, it wouldn't be long that we had to believe in this organic section, right? The time would come where they're going to taint that too, but they're going to still be telling you that it's organic. Because they know that we're going after organic, right? Check this out. I got this video. My aunt sent to me. Go there real quick and grab that video. Let's check that out real quick. One second. Go on to it.
Bill Gates-backed company has now been officially approved. This is crazy news. Gates' food coding is now approved on organic produce. Apeel, the Bill Gates-backed company, has now been for use on organic produce.
Stay away, y'all, from anything that Bill Gates got going, y'all. He is the man. He's making all these vaccines. We're going to have to go into him. He's doing some things. He got his hands in a lot of things. A lot of things he's responsible for, and he's able to do it. He can afford to do it, and his intentions for us is not good, y'all. Depopulation, all of that, He's the forerunner in that. And he's buying up everything out here, y'all. You know, he's really obsessed, seem to be obsessed with getting something in our body, you know, be it through food or needles or however. He trying to get in our bloodstream, you know.
That's right. The same organic fruits and veggies you trust to be pure and chemical free, well, they're now being treated with a chemical coating designed to make them look fresh longer. But
Designed to make them look fresh longer. Ain't that the reason why they said they disturb the regular stuff? Oh, you know, for the shelf life. So that ain't supposed to be spilling over into the organic produce, fam. Matter of fact, the organic produce, that's what you're gonna see is gonna be bruised up, right? It's gonna have scratches on it, stuff like that. It's gonna be discolored sometimes. It's organic. It was grown without all the junk, right? And it don't have the wax on it to preserve the appearance of it, right? That's why you're buying organic. But see, they done found a way for this to spill over into this organic. And didn't I say we weren't gonna have long to trust something just because it said it's organic, and just because it says that it's non-GMO, they're gonna find a way to make it GMO without telling you that it's GMO, right? They're gonna find a loophole to jump through, right? So there is no more organic, fam. So what we gonna do now? What you gonna do, right? Ain't no more organic, right? We watching it right here. Let's continue.
here's where it gets shady. Regulators approved Apeel as a fungicide, not a coating. A technical loophole that slides it under organic certification rules. So while you think you're buying clean, untouched food, you're actually getting produce treated with compounds that critics warn may leave behind residues like arsenic, lead, cadmium, and palladium. Sure, they tell you it's all with
chemicals, y'all. These things kill you, and arsenic is a metal, y'all. Arsenic is a metal that attacks your brain, right? It gets in your bloodstream, it attacks your brain, right? Our brain is the way we connect to the Most High. That's what they're after. I would do this for that reason right there. They want to connect, they want to disconnect you from the Most High. They don't want you being able to tap into Him, right? And receive His instruction on how to do what? Defeat them, y'all, and be strong in everything. You know, this is behavioral. You know, you wondering why you're slipping in your righteousness. You know, things skip your mind. You get out, you act crazy, right? And you know you're doing it, and you pray about it, and it feel like you just got no strength to get right. A lot of that is in your diet, fam. A lot of that is in our diet, right? Don't let me say y'all like I'm excluding myself. I'm included too, y'all. Right? I gotta eat right, or else I'm gonna be quicker to fight. You know, I'm gonna have a different attitude, right? It give us an uphill battle in this righteousness, trying to get right. You know, it messes with our mood and everything, right? So yeah. This is stuff that's being put in our food, y'all, to make us act like that, and to mess with our mental. You know, the stronger your mind is, the stronger you're gonna be able to be for the Most High, and they know this. If your mind is weak, you'll do anything, right? Yeah. Let's finish. Let's finish this.
Do you really want that on your plate? On X, backlash is
Yeah, they stay cutting us off, but we gonna keep on rolling. He just mentioned the FDA and their shenanigans, right? Don't trust them, right? They are bought. These rich corporations, they're paying the FDA, and the FDA don't care. They'll approve something, right? That ain't good for you, but right? And here you are eating unclean food because you trust the FDA who's been bought, right? So yeah, that's out the window. Rubbery, weird textures, y'all. I noticed that. I went crazy on plums. And then there came a time I couldn't find a good juicy plum no more, right? It was all rubbery and it was separated from the seed when you opened it, right? You open it and the seed just be separated from the fruit around in there jiggling, you know what I'm saying? And then the meat was like a rag, like a dish rag or something. Like, man, what is this? Right? See, like that for the plums, for the peaches, you know. And I just stopped buying them all together, y'all. This was like when I first got out the hospital, 2000, 2023. I still had some of the summer where I was getting the good regular juicy plums and peaches, right? And I seen them change like that, right? Within the summer, they start selling us this other stuff, and I couldn't find no more of the juicy peaches and plums nowhere, right? And I seen it change, right? So the summer's gone. Uh, you don't get those organically anymore after the summer's gone. So the next summer, I got one good, juicy, organic peach or plum, y'all. They just didn't come back, right? And it's like that again now. It's like that right now. Uh, One thing for sure, two things for certain. It's summertime. Number two, it's burning up, y'all. That's why I'm up under this shade right here, right? The summer is here, baby. We in it. But yeah, and the good summer fruit is hard to find, y'all. I remember first day of summer, them black seeded watermelons used to be ready. I still ain't seen none yet. They still all seedless, right? They lagging this year with the watermelons. I think they just brought them out. Uh, Matter of fact, look up my brother Dean Parker, y'all. He got the good watermelons right now, and he's shipping them all over the world. It might already be somewhere around you where you could get you some, right? I need to get with him and get them and sell them on the corner load up the back of my truck with them bad boys and just hang on the corner in the ghetto and just sell watermelons out the back of my truck. You know, I might do that, you know. That's plant vineyards right there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, all praise to the most high. Y'all be careful out there, right? We in the world of liars, right? They lying to us, right? Right? Some people are banning it. Go ahead and ban it. Oh, wait, let me share the screen.
Quietly compromised, what's next? And how much of what we're eating is already part of a system we never agreed to? Because control over the entire food supply. This is Bill Gates' food coding.
See that? So I knew it, y'all. I knew it. I knew we weren't going to be able to stay leaning on this. We got to grow our own, fam. And everybody don't got to do this. Just enough people to get our people fed, right? Everywhere we are. So, y'all see the mission the Most High put me on? I didn't have all these facts when I jumped off the boat with this, right? I didn't know why I was doing this. I know I wanted to eat better, right? But he didn't say your own vineyard, shut up and quiet and eat your own food. No, he said push this. Everybody who knows you needs to know this, right? He put me on a mission with it, you know? And it can be done, y'all. Oh, they gonna miss our dollars. You want to hit them? You want to hurt them? Hit them in their pocket, y'all. Right? They gonna say something ain't right because Israel has been consumers, y'all. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna grab that video too, and we gonna watch that one too. Unless you can find it before me, and we'll still watch it together, right? When y'all find it, send it to me, right? At Plant Vineyards. Plant Vineyards 144 at gmail.com. If y'all could find this video, send it to me. It's called How to Sell to the Negro or something like that. Right? We gonna watch that. We consumers, y'all, and they got us down to a science. Right? Anybody need help with setting up a nonprofit? Yeah, we do. We do need help with setting up nonprofits. We got people that's doing that already, but we could use more. Hit me at that email address. Let's see how we could work together. Right? Because Jerry, 80 something years old, and he needs some help, right? So, for a while. So shoot a prayer up for him, you know, that he could recover and you know, get right with his health and help us finish this work and be around a little longer, you know, because he don't know it, but his whole life, right, probably was so that he can get 80 something years old and come help the children of Israel at the beck of the Most Higher, right? Help us get these grants and set up these vineyards, you know. That's probably the only reason why he hung on, right? We don't need to pay so much money to set up. It's easy to establish. Yeah. Well, for that too, if we could get it cheaper, you know, All praise to the Most High. Leave your email address, right? If you don't want it, if it's okay that it's not private, you can leave that, and I'll hit you, right? But otherwise, hit that Plant Vineyards 144 at Gmail, and let's work together, because when it's time to start knocking this down, we're gonna need more avenues, as many as we can get, So come on with it. You got 20 acres of land. How much food you growing on it? You growing on it? How many of those acres are you willing to separate, to grow a brand of food that's really is what it says it is, right? Because we are in the world of liars, right? They telling us now that it's organic and non-GMO, and they lying. They done found a way to keep doing the other junk that they doing and still call it organic. You see that? Yikes. You know? But yeah, it's time to get rolling on this, y'all. We needed dinner like yesterday. Right? So all praises to the Most High. Let's get another scripture. Gotta get out of here. Jeremiah 12 from the top. Let's get this Jeremiah 12 from the top, y'all. Righteous art thou, O Lord, when I plead with thee, yet let me talk with thee of thy judgments. Right? Wherefore does the way of the wicked prosper? Wherefore are all they happy that deal very treacherously? Right? 2, thou hast planted them, yea, they have taken root, they grow, yea, they bring forth fruit. Thou art near in their mouth and far from their reign. Write that down. Righteous art thou. So the Most High is righteous, right? When I plead with thee, so when I come to you, right? When I come to you, you are righteous. I know you have an ear to hear what I'm about to tell you, right? And what does he have to tell them? Yet, let me talk with thee about thy judgment, these decisions that you have made, Father, right? Let me talk to you about these decisions that you have made. He reasoning with the Father, right? What decisions are you talking about? Wherefore, which could be switched out for why. Why does the way, right, of the wicked prosper? Like, why these wicked people prospering so much, Father? Right? Wherefore are all they happy that deal treacherously? Why they deal treacherously, they still happy, right? And that's who dealing in the truth. We poor and broke down, sad, you know what I'm saying? Messed up here, messed up there, right? He's asking the Father about this. Why is this, right? Thou hast planted them like you made them, right? They taken root, right? They taken root. The world was given into their hands like we just read, right? They grow, so they expanded, right? More and more of them, right? They bring forth fruit. What is fruit? That's when your labor prospers, right? Whatever you've been working on, right? It's fruit now. It's blooming, right? It's here. Con, they bring forth fruit. Thou art in their mouth, right? So they're flourishing and they're speaking the Most High, but it's a flip to this. It's a twist, right? Come on. And far from their reins. What is your reins? Your inner organs, right? Your inner organs. That's what your reins are. And this is lining up with all of the precepts that say, you know, they honor you with their lips, right? But their hearts, right? Yeah. Lines up with all of those precepts. It lines up with all of those precepts. And we're going to get those, but we're not going to get them right now, though, because I got to hit it. We're going to come back to this one. We're going to name this part 1. We're going to come back either later today or tomorrow, if it be the Father's will. And we're going to do part 2. Truth. World, y'all. Right? I love y'all. Shalom. Catch up with y'all as soon as I can. Right? Shalom.